Okay, let's get ourselves ready for a really nice restorative practice. So we've had busy days, so we have earned the right to relax. So remember that when we're working or not working, as the case may be, when we are just using the opportunity to release. So get yourself comfortable, have a blanket that you lay on if you can, have a bolster underneath your knees, have a couple of blocks for your feet, have a folded blanket for your head, have a blanket to cover yourself over with if you feel like you might be a bit chilly. I'm just going to have mine to the side. And if you can cover your eyes with a yoga eye pillow, then do. So just get yourself ready. Don't be in a rush to find your final resting position. Just feel that you can just release into the floor, the bolster underneath your knees, the blocks underneath your feet. Just adjust the position of the equipment until it feels like you can float to the ceiling. So the bolster underneath the knees should help to quieten the lower back. If the position of the pose doesn't feel right for you, then give yourself an opportunity to adjust. Observe where the body makes contact with the floor. Let the physical body release. Just work to allow yourself to relax. Give yourself permission to release and relax. Draw your attention into the physical body, into the soles of the feet. Draw your attention into the soles of your feet so that the skin and the muscle tingles with consciousness. Draw your attention into the soles of the feet and allow the soles of the feet to completely relax. Draw your attention to the soles of the feet and then consciously relax the soles of the feet. attention into the soles of the feet and relax the soles of the feet. Draw your attention into the tops of the feet. Draw your attention to the tops of your feet, and then allow the tops of the feet to completely relax into the floor. Draw your attention into your shins. Be conscious of the energy existing around the pelvis and the floor. Draw your attention into the fronts of the shins and allow the fronts of the shins to sink into the bed of the calf muscle. Relax the shins and draw your attention into the kneecaps and the thighs. Draw your attention to your kneecaps and your thighs so that they almost buzz with awareness. Draw your attention into your thighs and allow the fronts of your thighs to sink into the backs of your thighs. Fronts of the thighs to sink into the backs of the thighs. Just enjoying the blissful relaxation. Just observing your energy. And then allow the fronts of the thighs to sink into the backs. So the legs just become heavy on the bolster and on the blocks, but at the same time as heaviness, they feel lightness. Draw your attention into the pelvis and the abdomen, allowing those areas to become soft. Sink in from the front of the body to the back. As you inhale, observe how your chest naturally rises upwards and outwards. Relax the abdomen and draw your attention into the chest. Relax the chest and the abdomen and relax your shoulders. Relax your shoulders into the floor and your upper arms and your forearms. Let go of the body into the floor. Relax your arms and the forearms and the hands, relaxing your shoulders and your neck, softening the muscles and the skin of the face. Soften your neck and the skin around the skull. Softening your eyes. Softening the forehead and the cheekbones. Allowing the body to just completely flop into the floor. Just allow yourself the privilege of relaxation. Give yourself permission to relax, to indulge in this time where there's no demand on your energy. Just enjoy the sensation of relaxation. Relax from the toes to the top of the head. Softening the skin around the face. Soften your jaw and your tongue and your throat. Allow the body to sink into the ground. Just enjoy this feeling of zero responsibility and action. Just enjoy being. Feel that your energy builds up in your limbs. Okay, when you're ready, just gently wriggle your toes, wriggle your fingers. And then bend your knees, bring your feet onto the bolster. Have the feet apart, your knees together for a moment. Just resting your back into the floor. And then very gently roll onto your right side, just stay down for a breath or two. And then straighten out the top leg. Just come up into cross legs. Come into a cross leg position, just observe your energy. Observe how your energy has changed. Okay, we're going to do a couple of chest openers just to keep that energy nice and flowing. Hi Ruth, how are you doing? So we're going to do a bolster like that. So you've got a block on its kind of low end like that, and then one on top of there. So you've got your blocks on, you've got your bolster on a lift, and then we're just going to sit at the end of the bolster, bring the feet into the butterfly position or Baddha Konasana, and then you're just going to guide yourself back down onto the bolster. Have a blanket just to rest your head, and then let yourself just release into the floor. So as you know, as we progress into the sequence, I'll speak less and less so you don't have to listen, you can just relax. As ever, if the poses are not comfortable, then adjust until it is comfortable. Let the body melt into the floor. The muscles become soft. it's uncomfortable for your hips, you can put some blocks underneath the outsides of the thighs just to support the hips. Releasing in the joints, letting the body rest into the floor. And then just stay on the bolster and stretch your legs out so that you come into the heart pose. Just so that you've just still lifted in the chest without disturbing yourself too much, just straighten your legs out. Okay, when you're ready, just bring your hands to the sides of the body, push your hands into the floor, just push yourself up into seated position. Just observe your energy. Listen to the breath. Okay, and then we're going to keep the bolster where it is, and we're going to use this as the position, as the kind of basis for our supported child's pose. So the bolster between the two knees, and then stretch yourself along the bolster, and then rest your head on one side, and then let your elbows rest down into the floor. So it's a slightly different feeling. If you want a little bit more lift, you can get your blanket and just fold it and just put it over the top of your blanket, over your bolster even. So really simple poses with very little disruption to the process. Just allow yourself to release into the floor. So just rest your head on one side. Let your elbows just hang down to the floor. If your elbows reach the floor easily, then bring your elbows wide enough apart so that you're not supporting your weight with your elbows. So you're resting your head on one side. Just pick up your head and just rest it onto the other side so that you're just stretching out your neck evenly. Swap the head again, just rest your head on the other side. One more time, just swap the position of your head so that you stretch evenly in the neck. Let the back of the neck be soft, let the shoulders be soft. Okay, push your hands into the floor, just push yourself up into a seated position, just again observing your energy. Observing how your energy has changed. And then just move the equipment out of the way. So move everything out of the way, all of the equipment. And we're just going to do the half frog pose. So just lay directly on the floor, just down on your front. Create a little pillow with your hands. And then you're going to bend out the right knee and then rest your head on so that your chin is in the same direction as your knee. And then release into the floor. So this pose just gently opens up the hip. We've opened up the chest and the shoulders and the neck. Now we just bring in some space into the hips, into the front of the hips especially. straighten the leg, that right leg, and then just rest on your front for a moment with your forehead on the backs of your hands. And then stretch out the left knee out, just making a little right angle with that left knee. Rest your head on the other side so that your chin is still in the same direction as your knee, as your bent knee. And then release. And then straighten out your leg. Just use the pillow, use your head as a pillow, your hands as a pillow. Just rest your forehead on your head, on the backs of your hands, and rest into the floor. So this is a reverse Shavasana, laying on your front rather than on your back, just quietening and energizing. Okay, when you're ready, just bring your hands underneath your shoulders, push yourself up into a seated position. Just sit back on your heels for a moment. Just observe the lightness of your energy and the quietness of your brain. And then come into cross legs. Just sit yourself in cross legs with your hands in Namaste. Just final spinal lift. Draw your breath in through your nose and down into the abdomen. Be conscious of the energy that you've released through your relaxation practice. A good, positive, healthy flow of clean energy that the extensions and the reclining poses bring to the body and to the mind. And then draw your chin down to meet your chest. Just spend a moment to acknowledge the positive energy you've created inside. And then send some of that positive energy out into the world. And gently release the backs of your hands down toward your knees, palms facing upwards. Just bring the tip of the fingers, the tip of the index finger with the tip of the thumb. Just a gesture of wisdom and peacefulness that we can carry into our evening. And then as you raise your head, allow your eyes to softly open and the focus to softly come back. Thank you very much. Thank you. So hopefully you feel like you have really quietened your brain and you've got good energy for the rest of the evening. And we're definitely heading towards the springtime. It's still daylight, still really nice evening. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. So thank you very much for joining me.